Welcome to another video, and in this video I'm going to teach you how to use for loop in C program. So let's start with it. Let me write my code stdio.h int main int I sum equals 0. Okay, so the syntax of for loop is for initialization in it, then condition, and then the operation. Okay, so the initialization is I equals 1. The condition is I should be less than or equals to 10, and the operation on I is I plus plus. So what does this line mean? So this line mean what this line mean is it initial the as soon as for is encountered, I is initialized to 1. Okay, so let me just use one of my tools to show you what is happening, and please pardon my handwriting because I'm using my trackpad and currently I don't have a lap means mouse with me. Okay, uh, okay, so currently i's value is initialized to 1. Okay, i's value is initialized to 1, and the condition here is I is less than 10. Okay, I is less than 10, and then there is an incrementation part, that there is an incrementation. Okay, just a moment, just a minute, let me write further code. Sum equals sum plus I. Okay, let's start. So what is happening here? I is equals to 1. This is initialized. The second step is it checks whether I is less than equals to 10. Yes, it is less than equals to 10. It will not increment. It will go ahead and execute the statement inside of it. So what is the statement inside of it? Statement is sum equals to sum plus I. So what was sum? Sum was 0. So sum equals to sum plus I. So sum is 0 plus I is 1. So what is 0 plus 1? It becomes 1. So sum becomes 1. Okay. Now what happens? I increments itself. So what is I becomes 2. Okay. Now it again checks this condition. Yes, 2 is less than equals to 10. So once again this part will get executed. The sum equals to sum plus I will get executed. And now 2 plus 1. What is 2 plus 1? It's 3. Okay. And now again I gets incremented. Okay. And then again 3 is less than 10. Okay. Again it gets incremented and the value becomes 6. Okay, and this will keep on happening until and unless I becomes 10. When I becomes 10, okay, what happens is when I becomes 10, 10 is less than equals to 10. This is true because 10 is less, it is not less than, but the equals to sign part is true because 10 is equal to 10. It is not less than 10, but it is equal to 10. So this inside statement will execute. So suppose there is something, what will be the value? N plus 1 by 2, that is 55 minus 45. Okay, so here it is 45. How it is 45 is it will come 45. Okay, right up until my value is 10. Okay, so what will happen is it will add and give the output 55. Okay, now I will increment and I will become 11. Okay, when I becomes 11, this condition is false. This condition is false. So the program breaks out of this loop. And what is the value of the sum after the breaking? Means after it comes out of the loop, the value of sum is 55. Okay, so what will happen is now what we can use this sum and print it on the screen. So let's do that. How do that? We'll just write printf percentile d comma sum. So it should output 55. Let's see what the output is. We don't need any input because all the because we are not inputting anything. Okay, let's see what the output is, and it is 55. If you don't understand how this this value I calculated, this value I calculated by using a very simple formula which gives you the number of means the number of terms you add from 1 to n, and the very simple formula can be uh, this very simple. I'm writing down here n plus 1 by 2. Okay, please pardon my handwriting. I'm telling you one again and again, because I'm not using anything. I'm just using my trackpad and I'm not habituated to it. Okay, so n plus 1 by 2. So I have n is the number of terms that I'm adding from 1. So 1, I'm adding the sum of 1 to 10. So n here is 10 because the number of terms that I'm adding is 10. So 10 plus 1 is 11 by 2. 2 5s are 10, and what I'm left with is the answer. So what I'm left with is 55. Okay, so what I did is I subtracted 10 from 55. Okay, subtracted 10 from 55 and I got the value 45, because last value I was about to add 10 and then only it will become 55. Now that's why. Okay, so there was this simple trick, but you don't have to worry about that because you are just starting the basics of programming, and this is how you will use for loop. And for loop is a very very important part in C. It is used with arrays, for linked list, I mean everything, every programming, sorting, linked list creation, linked list traversal, everything will use a loop of some kind. So the basic is this for loop, and if you do not understand, please go through it once again. If you still do not understand, please comment below and I'll get to you. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Have a very very nice day. This video, that video will be for loop part 2. In that video I'll tell you what what how can we combine for loop with user input. Okay, means if instead of this 10, okay, you can take, means how, for example, I want to print up until, I want to give user an option that you can enter the term up to which you want the summation to be done. For example, I want the summation to be 100, so I'll have to write the source code 100, but instead you can write here n, and you can take the input from the user. So all these things we'll discuss in the next video. Okay, and thank you for watching.